Oh, hi everyone, and welcome back to our little course of our ReactQuery. Today we're going to be moving this data fetching logic into hooks. I think that's a really good way of kind of abstracting your logic and only having kind of the components are still dumb components, right? I like that approach. So we're going to be doing that also to kind of understand how we can make one hook talk to another and all of that fancy stuff. So let's create a new file here and call it hooks/use transaction, transactions.js. And then let's create a new hook and let's call it use transaction. So export const use transactions. And then we just do this. Basically what we need here is this ReactQuery stuff, right? So let's copy. I didn't copy. No, I did. I just didn't cut. And put it in here and let's delete it from here and get this. Okay, so I already have this and all I need to do right now is return the transactions. So let's return transaction. So I'm going to return an object. And then in here, I can say, let me close this, and I can say const transactions equals use transactions. And now everything should still work the same. Everything looks good. But right now, we're always mapping. So what you get is this, and then it just jumps. I wanted to say that it's loading. I mean, I'm just going to put a text that says loading, but anything is better than nothing, you know? And for that, I'm going to show you something. So you can get the is loading from here, right? We went through this. But if I console.log is loading, you're going to see that it's always false. And that's because we have initial data. So if we want to get this loading, I'm going to remove this initial data. And like I told you, these two things talk to each other because they're the same query name here, which means we also have to remove it from here. And the objective is that this page reloads and breaks. Exactly. Okay. So now, if I console.log is loading, you get true. Okay, so let's return it. Oh, whoa. Okay, it's loading. Sorry about that. There we go. And here in the transactions, I want to say if loading. Oh, let me also get it here. That would make sense. Is loading. And then in here, I can say, oh God, is loading. Just show loading. And 3 dots or something like that. Otherwise, show the transactions. So now, if I reload this page, you can see that apparently we still have an error. And that is probably has to do with our stats because we're checking dot length, but we actually now just need to check if transactions. So right now, if I reload the page, you'll see that it says loading. And then it does this. So that's cool. We fixed that. So that is honestly up to you if you want to use initial data or if you want to have the loading state. In this case, I kind of wanted to show you both. So now let's create a hook for the stats here. So let me come down and say export const use stats. And the first thing we need for these stats is actually the transactions. So we can just call the hook above. So I can say const transactions equals use transactions. And that will just feed me the transactions. So now if I delete this, you can see that what we need is here. So it's this use state and this use effect. So let's come here and paste it. And also, you know, do all of this goes in here as well. And now we have this. And now we can return the stats. So I'm also going to return it in an object. So what we're doing here is exactly what we were doing in the stats, but we just isolated it into a hook that only does that, so that it's also easier to test, right? And you're like, maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. No, it is easier to test. I will say, use stats. And now, everything still works the same. One thing that we get is, well, you can see that right now, we're getting 0 and then jumping. I wish we could just get like a hyphen, something like this, right? That would be nicer. I think that can just be, we can just achieve that by doing this. So right now we are defaulting to 0. But right now, if I do that in expenses, it will break. And that's because expenses is doing this. Right? So if I remove this, you can see that we get that. So that doesn't look very good. So I want to move some more stuff into there. So let's do something where we actually have this for all of them. So let's have this. And everyone is going to be like hating me. Mostly because This is all breaking, so I'm just gonna remove it. Alright, so we have this, right? And so we have this, right? And what I want to do is not show this, but actually show the, like, a little iPhone if it's loading. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is actually not put the euro here. I'm gonna put the euro in the other part. So instead of returning just the stats, we're gonna say expenses equals stats.expenses and then the euro sign. So just a plus. Let me get a plus here. And the euro sign, which I have to copy because weirdly enough, my keyboard, I don't know where the euro sign is, even though I'm in a euro country. And we can do the same thing for the rest. Or we can just do a map of that, right? No, actually, that's not a good idea. Expenses, okay. And expenses actually is multiplied by -1, so -1. And then we also get, what's the other thing? Income. And then we also get balance. Balance. Okay, there we go. Does everyone like type like this? Because from seeing things on YouTube, right? You like see things on YouTube and you're like, everyone is so good at typing. And I'm like, is everyone good at typing or is everyone just faking it? That's the real question here, right? Okay, so it seems like we have an error here. And the error is, I need to do this, the error occurred. Okay, can I read property of undefined reading balance? Okay, so we're trying to get stats. And stats at expenses times 1. Okay, let me put this like this. No, it's balance. Okay, that is interesting. It's trying to read balance in here, but it says that stats is undefined. And it is. And you know why it is? Because I should pass this inside an object, and I'm not. So stats. And now reload, and now we get the exact same thing. We get 0 and then that. Not what we want. So we're gonna say stats.balance. Okay, or, and we can do this. What is that? That's the balance, right? That was, wait, why is my internet being fast? I don't understand. That is really weird. Y'all, my internet is usually so slow. And it just like, you can see things change like slowly. And right now it's being like ultra fast. I think I may have something in the network and I just didn't know about it. Okay, so let me go on the network. Do I? No, no throttling. No, it's usually just slow. Okay, so under use transactions, let's also pass this loading, right? Which we can get from here. So return is loading. This is mostly just show you just in general how to pass things from one side to the other. And, you know, how to make it slightly different or something. Is loading. And yeah, we come here and we say, okay, if is loading, then we want to show this. Otherwise, show stats.balance. And now let me reload this page. And there we go. See, my internet went back to being kind of slow. That's good. Or we can actually do this here, right? So we can also do this in here. So say if it's loading, actually show this. And then we don't have to have on anything here. And now you're thinking, I think she's just making this up as she goes. And you know what? I am. I don't need this. So let me select all of this, say is loading. And if it's loading, there's obviously better ways to do this. I'm not justifying my way of doing it. And now if I do this, it will return like this and then do this. Which is way better, I think, than, you know, what we had before. So yeah, that's where we're standing. Right now we have this. I would also return like original stats or something like that, which will be equal to stats. Just in case you need the actual values without any like text around them or anything like that, you can return it like this. You can also like, you know, clean this up a little bit, but I like it, you know, it looks good. We made everything into hooks and now our views look way cleaner. So these are stats and we just say, okay, from stats, get me use stats. And if you want to see what's up in there, you can just click it and you come up to here and you see what's up. And the same thing for the transactions. Also, why am I saying you can see what's up? Like, what? What year is this? You can see what's up. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll see you in the next one where we're going to be adding a new transaction using use mutation. Ooh, I know, right?